All right. Hey, appreciate you coming over, Coach.
Okay, no problem, man.
Yeah,
Go.
man. Get ready to go into a new journey in life, Coach. A new journey in life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have things in perspective, how you want to do things, how you live.
Yes, indeed. So you got a little retirement party coming up on the 31st, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Man,
Oh,
been 33 years in the making.
that's it. That's it. Well, look, I heard you do a little golf. Let me check out you on the putt-putt.
Sounds good, man.
Look,
Let
look.
me show you what I got, man.
Oh, now
Let's
these,
go.
Coach,
Let's go.
these little ones now, Coach.
That's fine.
These the little ones, let me see. I'm gonna leave you them whole. Let me see what you can make out of them three. No, let me pull them, we can pull them wood boards back to catch our balls.
All right.
Let's see. There we go.
Which one you want me to make it in, sir?
I'm trying to help you out. Look, that big one in the middle. Oh, you gotta get the right road. All right, we gotta get one up that hill. You saw it went up that
I see
hill?
that. I didn't see
It
that
came
at
back.
first.
It came back. All right. Watch this. I'm gonna help you out. Go back there. Oh, that's you. See what you can do.
All right. I think I got to hang up on that. I know the speed you put on it now, sir.
You know, practice. All right, that's okay. Go ahead, go with it. All right, Coach. All right. See if we getting up on that side, the other side.
Oh, could make the hill.
That hill, man, that hill get you, Coach. Let's see here. Oh no. Get that for me, big Coach.
I got you, man.
I'm gonna do a cross with it.
Look at
Oh.
you. You had on the right line there.
Oh man. Let's see if we do a cross with it. Ah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You're heading the right direction, that's for sure.
Well, look, let's go and get this interview out the way, big Coach.
Sure, man.
Gonna get the interview out the way. Man, I say, you got a guy got a track meet named after him, and he got a track named after him. Man, I gotta get you over here for this interview, man.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Big Coach Leonard Parker, and we on site at the Parker Retirement Resort, where we have Coach John Williams here today for an exclusive interview. And we're gonna talk about his 33-year career. Coach, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Coach.
Now, Coach Williams, 33-year coach, Port Allen High graduate, Southern University graduate, undergrad and master's. Now, this is the unique thing with Coach. He did 33 years, and all at Port Allen High. He never changed the school. You know, man, probably got a lot of love for that school, being there so long. And we're gonna get into that, how many years and other opportunities he had. But look at the jobs he had during that 33-year period. System football, head soccer, started the soccer program, head girls and head boys track. He moved in to dean of students and he continued to coach. Assistant principal, continued to coach. And athletic director, which is a big job at Port Allen, managing all the sports, and just a tremendous job. Won an indoor boys state championship in track, won 3 girls outdoor state championships in 3A. 3A, that's a tough division. And he had 4 state runner-ups. Man, what a tremendous career. Coach, what do you think about staying at Port Allen or being at Port Allen for 33 years?
Man, I tell you what, it wasn't hard to stay at Port Allen High School because that's where I wanted to be. When I left high school, I knew I was going to come back to Port Allen High School. So staying there at Port Allen High School wasn't even a thought. I was going to stay there no matter what.
That's all right. Now, what about schools? You've been on state championship, Coach. State runner-ups. I know some schools came at you a little bit. You had some opportunity to go to other places?
Yes, sir. when you're successful, you know, people wonder if they can get you into their program, at their school. I had many opportunities. I even had opportunity to coach at the college level. But what I was doing and what I was trying to build at Florida High School, I wasn't finished.
Right.
And I wanted to see it through. That's why I decided to stay, no matter the cost. Some schools offered me more money, but it wasn't about money. It was about the love of where I was at.
And would you say this? The impact. You was making a difference. Maybe a little more where you was at than you're making another place.
Yes, sir. I mean, because I'm a product of this school system, and I wanted to see other people be able to come through just like I did. And I thought it was valuable for me to say, here's where I started, here's where I am now, you can do it too.
So tell me this, you know, a little question that's a little off. Who was some of the main, I know you compete against everybody. And I heard you say this one time, we ain't worrying about them, we worry about us. We put our pants on a little different, we practice a little different. But who was some of the main schools that gave you a challenge that you knew you had to have your A game when you went against them?
Man, there were a lot of schools. A lot of schools that had track programs that was really, really good and saw that as a challenge. Of course, the Episcopals of the high school era, the Catholic highs, you know, at those schools I started honing my skills, trying to be like those people, and then wanting them to be like us because we're going to move ahead of them.
Watch out now. Now, one thing, Coach, I talked to this coach named Charles Smith, Peabody's basketball coach. He done won 5 or 6 state championships at Peabody, the War Eagles, War Horses, War Eagles. And one thing he said was, I done won so many state championships. I done won so many coaches of the year, so many district coaches of the year, so many state coaches of the year. But he said, when he got the teacher of the year, he knew he had arrived. That really meant something to him. And in 2006, you was a science teacher at Port Allen, and you became the teacher of the year at Port Allen. How would you describe that feeling, Coach?
Coach, that was a tremendous honor. I worked real hard in the classroom because that's what I knew I had to do. That's what I came there for. And also in 2006, you know, I don't even talk about it a whole lot. In 2006, I won a state championship and was teacher of the year in the same year. So I felt real good about being able to teach and to coach and being recognized for doing both of them.
That's, you know, our young coaches don't get it. And I used to tell them this, Coach. You make $50,000 as a teacher. You make $6,000 as a coach. Which one more important? And they look at me like, I say, yeah. You need to put more emphasis on your teaching than your coaching. But that don't happen too often, coaching. Because now we in a place where if you don't do both, you can lose your job either way. You got to be a good teacher and a good coach.
That's right. That's right. It is important to be a good teacher. Just like you said, and I echo that. I champion that. When you say you have to be, what puts clothes on your back? What feeds you and your family? It's a teaching job first.
And you be close.
Yeah, and
at the high school
principal that knows what his school needs. It's hard to get a good teacher than it is to get a good coach.
Okay. Coach, one thing, you know, I've been tired now for 3 years, but I remember when I hit 25, I hit a brick wall, and I had to go get some counseling from other veteran teachers that had done it. They said, you done hit a brick wall, you need to reinvent yourself. You need to start doing things a little different because you've been doing this stuff for 25 years, you done got bored. And you know, but have you ever hit a brick wall in your 33 years where you thought it might be time to let this go, or I just don't feel it no more?
Coach, I've always been excited about coaching, and I see coaching as things that made me happy, things that I really want to do. But that was a point in my life to where I thought coaching wasn't the thing because I was diagnosed with cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and at that time I was still raising my children.
Okay.
And I wanted to go home to my children because cancer is a dangerous thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to spend time with my children because with cancer, you just don't know.
So
So I put coaching on the back burner because that was a no-brainer for me to go home to my children and my wife every single day. It was really, really important. And it was gratifying to know that I could step away from it and then have an opportunity to come back. But you only get one life.
Yes, sir.
And so getting just one life, you have to make sure that the people around you are taken care of. So I did get to a point to where it wasn't as important. Again, my family and coach, that was a no-brainer.
Yes, sir. I understand. Totally understand. Okay, all right. Coach, this is a hard one now.
Okay.
And I don't want nobody calling you and messing with you, getting ready to retire. I don't want nobody calling you. Why you even mention my name? So, but I asked you before you came, because this is a question I had to ask before you came. Could you give me your top 10 athletes? And I know that's a hard one. For 33 years, all these state championships you won, and just could you give me close? What's your top 10 athletes you coached during that time and why?
Coach, I tell you what, you're right. I have coached many of great athletes, many of them really good, and those kids help make memories. Those kids, I say all the time, good athletes make great coaches. So what I'm gonna do is I can go down the list. I'm gonna give you 5 boys and 5 girls.
Okay, that's fair right there.
Who I have a tremendous respect for because of the things that they were able to do out on the track.
Okay.
One of the first ones to come back in the 90s, his name was Jerome Peterson. Jerome
Nebraska running back coach.
Nebraska running back.
Yeah.
Jerome was in my science class, and Jerome wasn't on the team, wasn't on any team. He just kind of got here, and we kind of talked about being an athlete. He said, Coach, I want to play football, I want to run track. I said, man, well, you're in the right place. I said, I think you can do this. I said, what would you like to do? He said, Coach, I want to carry the ball. I said, well, Jerome, I'm on the coaching staff. I'm going to see if you get that opportunity.
Okay.
And it took off from there. Jerome was a powerlifting state champion. He got the track. I said, man, look, you got all this bottled up in you. I said, let's get to the track. And I think you're gonna be one of the fastest kids I've ever seen. Jerome was about 10'6" in the state track meet. Tremendous kid, loved the sport. Talked to him every now and then. Saw him in a couple of track meets because he was just kind of wanting to come back and watch us run. Tremendous athlete. Another was Tracy Porter. Tracy Porter was taught Tracy Porter.
Big six Porter.
That's right.
In the Super Bowl.
Yes. I met that kid. He was a basketball player. He was headed that direction. Started playing football and track kind of go hand in hand. Taught him the triple jump. Put him in the 100, 200. Things took off from there. Tremendous kid.
That's all right.
Jonathan Johnson. Jonathan Johnson was
10-4.
Yeah, he was one of those kids who didn't originally start at Florida High School. Lived in Florida, made his way back.
That's it.
And he was
started at Kelly High.
Yes, he was a track guy because he ran summer track back in the day. And like I said, he found his way back to Florida High School and did tremendous things. TK Herbert, he was one of those kids, he just looked like a track athlete.
Yeah.
He went on to sign a college scholarship like his other kids and had a really, really good college career. And then this last kid, Chris Murphy, generational type jumper. Chris came out of a middle school ready for high school.
Yes, indeed.
Didn't need to teach him a whole lot. He was gifted. And he's one of those kids to where he already knew what he's going to do. We talked.
Track was first with him.
Track was track. He didn't play basketball. He didn't play football. He's a track guy. He's a track guy. So he's having a tremendous college career right now. I can go with technology. I can go and look at his track meets, and I'm so proud of that kid.
So it's 5 good ones right there.
On the girls' side, Christina Payne was one of the kids that kind of started my career.
Yes, indeed.
Had a little track tryout. Christina Payne came out from track, and it was funny how I don't think her dad wanted her to run track. You know, but Christina I saw Christina in a PE unit playing flag football. And say, look, you come on out and try the track. We started up a track program. Think we're gonna have something special. She came out there, and man, I tell you what, my dad pulled up, and she was at the track trials. You know, I mean, she was lighting it up. You know, and then her career took off from it. She's trying to sign a track scholarship. She was a multiple state champion, and she was a team leader. You know, and she really started my career because we were successful with her getting on the team.
She's like the success.
Yes, you know, it was her and another young lady who showed up, and then they were just like, we're ready to go. You know, started from there. Another young lady, Christy Morgan.
Okay.
Christy Morgan went to put out middle, but her people moved down to the Homer area. I'm Thibodeau, Thibodeau High. She moved back, and one day in my science class, doing my thing, teaching, and I knock on my door. Christina Payne shows up with Christy Morgan.
Recruiting for you're recruiting inside the school now. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they turned and walked away, I thought to myself, we just won state championship.
Just that easy.
That's all we needed. We needed one more. That was one. You know.
Missing link.
Yes. There's a young lady named Alicia Griffin, you know, nicknamed E.T. Tremendous athlete, multiple state championships over multiple years. You know, state MVP. You know, could do anything she wanted to do on the track. I also have another young lady, Charlene Murphy. Charlene Murphy was one of those athletes that she was a hybrid. Charlene could sprint the hurdles and come back and run the 800. Totally different type of athlete.
Take the joint person back.
Won the state championship, set the record. You know, she would run and say, okay, she's a sprinter. No, she's not a sprinter.
Do it all.
She can do it all.
Athlete.
And my last one is Saida Herbert. Couldn't get any better than Saida.
LSU.
Signed with LSU. Went on to have a tremendous career there. Saida scored 34 points in 1 week. Just, you know, 100-meter champion, 2A moved up to 3A, still was champion. 19.5 in the long jump, you know, 38 in the triple. One of those athletes, another generational type athlete that you hadn't coached, you give them those.
Yes, indeed.
You know, so those are 10 kids, 5 boys, 5 girls who have helped mold my career.
That's all right, Coach. That's a list. And all them kids, some way in some fashion, they signed some kind of scholarship. One of them kids made it to the pros. I remember John Johnson, he was the fastest kid in the state.
Yeah.
He signed with LSU. A-Bass signed with LSU. Just
Matter of fact, we had 2. This is unique also. We had one boy, one girl from the same high school signed with LSU. It's one of the best programs in the country.
same year.
Same year.
Yeah. And Peterson ended up going, oh, that's a list. That's a list right there, Coach. What about people, Coach? People that influenced your career, put you where you needed to be, or got you started. Some people that you just can't leave out. When you say 33 years, I can't leave this person out.
I tell you what, starting my high school career, Terry Hopkins.
Yeah.
Terry
I
Hopkins.
ran into him in the store the other day. That's right.
Yeah. Terry Hopkins and I, you know, we go way back. Terry was a teacher at one high school my junior and senior year. And I told Hopkins, you know, he knew how much I liked track. I said, look, when I leave, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna coach this track together.
You told me that when you was in high school.
When I was in high school.
Wow.
And then
You already saw the future.
yeah, and so when I got to be a senior and knew I was going to graduate, he allowed me to come back and help him with coaching. He was to tell his team, this is going to be our next head coach. You know, so when I did get back and started coaching, he and I, you know, the boys and girls, coach, I would take the sprinters and the jumpers, and he would take the throwers, pole vaults, that kind of stuff. And he and I, you know, we worked that thing together. So Terry Hopkins, you know, allowed me to get my feet wet when I was in college. So I'm really appreciative of Coach Hopkins. And I've met a lot of good coaches, and I've learned from coaches who I consider to be a better coach than I am. You know, the one thing you want to learn is from someone who's better. You can't really learn from somebody who you better than. You
Mm.
know, so I moved around and I tried to listen to as many coaches and tried to go to many clinics as I could. And I picked up a lot of stuff. Some things I would pick up and I knew I couldn't use it, so I threw it back.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was something I said, I
Wouldn't
couldn't use
use it.
this. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes coaches are the best thieves. You know,
Steal it.
Steal it
Go
and-
to
and
another
use it.
school, ask the coach,
Uh-huh.
and you bring it home and use it. That's right.
yeah.
Now they
so-
look, they got all this stuff going on with these comedians. He stole my joke. It must be a good joke.
Must be a good joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, even before that, I had coaches that I really admire, and I actually learned things from coaches who I use today. Some things that they taught me, and it just stuck with me. Gene Blanchard, I admire Gene Blanchard.
Down there with Plaquemine and North Riverview. I remember
he's
Gene.
at Port Arthur High School.
Rest his soul. Rest his
Yeah,
soul.
yeah. So he's one of my mentors. Willie Williams, taught me a lot.
Willie, now go, I'm gonna help you out.
Uh-huh.
Willie going through some withdrawals right now. He's trying to figure out what to do. He even retired, but he trying to figure out what to do. But go,
Willie's a track guy. at
Yeah,
heart.
yes indeed.
Willie found me running track and asked me what I like to run track. Willie, I'm running track right now. And that's how my relationship started with him.
Right.
A couple other guys, Coach Pease, Coach Norman, those guys taught me how to get kids tough, how to get them in shape and not run them off.
Mm-hmm.
So those are things that I use today.
That's all right. Don't get you. Look, cause look, I got this old saying, Coach. If a kid come out for track and you can't keep him, you ain't do your job.
That's right. Absolutely.
Once he come out there, it's your platform now. You gotta keep him out there.
Mhm.
Or her. That's
Mhm.
all right, Coach. That's all right. Now, Coach, in 2010, and I'm gonna tell you a story that I heard. Now, you tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
In 2010, you had gave up the head track job.
That's right.
I don't know if you still was assistant or you just was you had left the track alone
Mm-hmm.
and you said y'all gonna your other two track coaches run the program. So they set you down at a table I heard at lunch and they was like, Coach, what you think about naming the track meet out there? And you said, nah, that ain't me. I really don't look for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, well, Coach, we the head coaches now, you ain't got no say. And we naming the John Williams Relays. And you couldn't say nothing. But what you think about that, Coach? When they named that track meet after you, how you felt, Coach?
Because that story is absolutely true.
Mm.
In 2010, I was diagnosed with cancer in 2008.
Okay.
Fought real hard, but didn't realize that I need to step away. So I backed away from track, for the reasons that I told you earlier.
The family.
And then the staff that I had at that time, assistant coaches, they were ready, and they weren't short of anything. They could run a program with me or without me. So when I said I wasn't going to do it any longer, they felt like because you're not going to coach them, that we need to do something.
Mm-hmm.
The work that you put in, we're not going to just let you just walk away. We want to do something to honor you. And I've always been a person who said, okay, let's let others do things. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me because I'm not a me first person.
Mm-hmm.
And that story is absolutely true. I did say, no, let's don't do that. Let's just keep things the way they are. And those coaches said, well, Coach, you're no longer the head coach. We got the program now. We're going to do this anyway.
That's it. They trumped you a little bit.
Yeah, and the next thing I knew, the next year we were having John Williams Relays.
Yeah.
And all I could do is appreciate the fact that it was getting done.
That's all right.
Mhm.
That's all right. Coach is doing that. Okay. So look. So now we go. Coach, we jump 14 more years, Coach, to this past year. And I didn't know it was going to be your last year. I just found that out a couple of days ago when I saw 33-year retirement invitation. But and they decide that they're gonna name the track John Williams Track. In it, John Williams Relays was big, but now you got John Williams Track. You go to Port Allen High, you see it on the track. What kind of feeling you get right there?
Good, I'm gonna tell you, that is a tremendous honor to have something on the books named after you, it's like being moralized that it's not going to change. You know, now, and I have an obligation to live up to putting that name on that track. You know, which I accept. You know, doing the right things and being around the right people, and taking that honor and taking it to the next level of saying, okay, you deserve it. You know, so I feel real good about the track being named after me. Nothing I ever thought about, nothing I ever set out to have happen. But the honor in that is tremendous because it just shows what people think of you, and it shows that what you have done, people notice.
By their work.
By their work. So that's a tremendous honor.
That's one. It is, Coach. Well deserved. Well deserved. Okay, so Coach, two more questions, big guy. The balance, man. I think I know you got a son and a daughter. I know you got some grandkids. Is it only a son and a daughter?
Son and daughter.
Been married how many years, Coach?
Coach, that's where it started, Coach. I've been married to the same woman 40 years.
40 years.
40 years.
Can we say her name, Coach?
Yeah, Wanda Williams.
Wanda Williams.
Yes.
You
Yes.
gotta say that. And what's that balance of coaching and teaching and family?
Coach,
Can
I'm
you
gonna
give me
tell
something on
you,
that?
I'm gonna tell you, and you and others know, you know, being a coach's wife is hard. You know, being away from home, you know, having to study and get things ready, having someone there that can help you get through those type of things and understand the stress level that you go through when you get home. You need somebody there to help you. So if you have a spouse that understands, a spouse that sees your dream coming true and holding you to task of what you really wanted to do, you got a good thing. And that's what I've had for the last 40 years. When I started coaching, I was married when I started coaching. Been coaching 33 years, been married 40, and my wife understood that this is a dream that she helped me to realize. My children had to realize, but I needed my wife to have them to understand that when I wasn't home, I was making a living of something that I love to do. So my children understood that I wasn't home, but I wasn't just out running the streets.
Yeah.
I was doing what I really love to do, and I was doing something to make them proud. One of the basic things is having an understanding when you get home, your wife and your children. You know, coaches, you know, if you look at all the statistics about why marriages fail, coaches' marriages fail, because they don't have that foundation or they have that understanding of people of support that they should have. You know, so that's one of the things that have helped me in my career is having the balance and having an understanding and the compassion of the family members.
Coach, like you said, 33 years, you know, a lot of things that went on in 33 years. I'm gonna throw one in there right here. What would you say about it? I know it was some tough times with the flood of 16, Katrina, and COVID. That was where you had to, as a teacher, as a coach, it was a little curveball on us, and we had to make adjustments. Anything you'd like to say on them traumatic moments where we had to seriously do a pivot and make adjustments?
Coach, one of the things that is you have to be grounded, you have to be rooted in your faith. If you get those things together and you know you got them together, you know, nothing can stop you. You know, hard times in life, it's going to come, but it's how you react, it's how you adjust, it's how you handle those things that makes you what you are. There are people that went through the same things, things that you talk about, and they didn't handle them well. You know, but for a person like me and others that have survived the test of let's just keep moving in the right direction you have to know where you are, you have to know who you are. And those things will help you get through tough times in life.
Yeah, that's all right. Coach, that's gonna be it, and I like to keep the floor open for anything that you would like to say about your whole 33 career, anything that you would like to say, the floor is yours.
Coach, look, I would like to say that I have been truly, truly blessed with a good career, a career that I've always wanted to have. I've worked hard to get and worked hard to maintain. I am happy with the way I have, conducted myself in this profession. It's a credit to the people who came before me, who did all the right things. It's a credit to Linda Parkers of the coaching world. It's a credit to the James Jackson of the world. Those people have been through and through so kind to me and helped my career and helped me to move forward. It is radio shows like this one who have put coaches up front and let them be able to tell their stories. Mm-hmm. Those things that you need, those things are given to you, but those things help younger coaches say, hey, I like that, I would like to be that, I want to grow in that direction. So just me here, talk to you and having your platform to show people what you can do with spending your time wisely is one of those things who I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be able to say I was on the Big Coach Parker Show.
Watch out, boy. All right now. Well, this has been Coach John Williams. Exclusive interview. He's a family man. He's a teacher. He's a coach. He's an administrator, 33 years, and he's a legend. He's a legend. And having the Port Island track meet named after him, John Williams Relay, and now the John Williams track is a great honor. Coach, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Now, one more thing, big coach.
Okay.
Look, before you leave, everybody before they leave, they gotta sign the wall, coach. But we're gonna do something unique with you.
Okay.
Everybody that signed over at the left, that's season 1.
All right.
We finna start season 2, coach. And I'd like you to sign on the golden horseshoe on the right side.
Right side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold that down to make sure we stable, coach.
All right. Good enough.
Yes, sir. Oh man, this is great. Now you know what they say about the golden horseshoe, coach. They say if you got it standing up, it pulls out luck, but always got to put on there and give thanks right there. Give thanks to God, and I'm gonna hold it while you go up there.
Okay.
I got you. It's pretty stable anyway.
All right.
Yeah. And you sign any way you
All right, I'm
want.
good right here, coach.
Any way you want, coach.
All right.
Yes, sir. You finna break in a whole new season right there. You should put retired. Oh yeah, look, he did it.
Yeah,
He did it. Yes, I like it. I like it. Yes,
With
it.
the year.
That's it. Go ahead on, coach. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Now, one thing I usually do, coach, come on down.
Okay.
You see? One thing I usually do is when my guests come down, I give them a gift, and I say thank you, but hold off on that gift.
Okay.
Because I'm coming to your retirement party on the
Yeah,
31st.
yeah, please do. Please do. Come on.
Today is the what, 24th?
Yes, sir.
On the 31st, you got your retirement party. I'll be there, and I'll have a gift for you then. I'm working on something.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I really appreciate it.
This Big Coach Linda Parker on exclusive interview with John Williams. Signing off.